Today we take on Celtic in the Champions League. It's the final game of the group stages and it's a dead rubber. Europa League, here we come. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save. I am Cultured Leftfoot. It's a pleasure to have you with me. And if we look straight into the schedule, we were last together for the 0-0 draw and then the 5-0 win against Luko. We beat Slaven Blupo 1-0 after that. 3 men sent off in a very, very rambunctious game. Is rambunctious the right word? Probably not. Dirty. Probably a better word. They got 2 men sent off. Then Bermudez got sent off in the 75th minute for us. But we had already scored. Ratinho getting another goal, which was nice. We then invited Bayern along and we beat them 2-1, unbelievably. Ratinho got a goal, Simunovic scored for us as well, and Murisan got their thing. Simunovic looked quite far offside, but it wasn't given. Well, the goal was given. But in the CLF Zagreb, 19,000 fans came to see that one, which was really, really good. We then beat Hajduk. Then we beat Rijeka. No, we didn't. We didn't beat them 0-0 at all. You can't do that, Dave. That doesn't exist. We drew 0-0 with Rijeka, which meant we lost our league form of winning every single game. We then drew with Istra in the Croatia Cup quarter-final, but won on penalties. A very poor performance from us. Again, rotated the team quite a lot, but yeah, pretty poor from everybody. We've beaten Hajduk 3-0, which was great. Fernandes, Loda and DJ Como, and now we have the dead rubber game in the group against Celtic as we go to Scotland. It's going to be a downpour, 9 degrees, so welcome to Scotland, everybody. As you can see, we've already been knocked out of qualifying for further stage in the Champions League, which means we go into the Europa League and could potentially have a really good chance of winning it. So whatever happens in this game, we're in the Europa League. Even though we can draw a level on points with Chelsea because they beat us and then we drew with them, their head-to-head is better than us, hence why they're already through in the group. But what we have done in beating Bayern Munich is made it interesting to see who will get the top of the group, because we're playing Celtic and Bayern and Chelsea are playing each other as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. We have a few transfers lined up as well for the January transfer window. A few players looking towards the future. So we'll go through them after this game. And this is how we're going to line up. We've got a big winter break after this, so we can play our strongest 11. Don't need to rest anybody and rest any players. We can get straight into it and hopefully get a good win. It'll be good to finish the Champions League campaign with a win. So let's go out there and yeah, I fully expect you to win and keep our run going, because Celtic aren't that good, to be honest. I was looking at a couple of their players to maybe bring them in on a free transfer at the end of the season, but they're not actually better than what we've got. So we can adapt to any situation. I'm not going to be negative so close to the match. The players know what I expect. So we are still building up from the back. Yet good rule extended. We've got goal highlights and goal replays on. So hopefully this will be quite a comprehensive and easy victory, which would be nice. Although if we finish on a draw, it then will be 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, which is also quite nice for the old OCD that I have. But yeah, we'll have to see. Angelo getting a few more games in the centre of midfield at the moment. He's actually in pretty good form, so I'm happy to keep him in there. As Abdullah Dika lays it off to Dobby into Sharp. Tosic wins the header, flicked on by Fernandes, and DJ Como runs forward with it. Out to Gonzalez. What a counter-attack this could be. Gonzalez lays it back to Tosic. His shot is blocked, and it's a corner to Zagreb in the downpour, in the rain. Gonzalez puts the ball in. Edie gets it away. Loda's there. Into Fernandes. Back out to Gonzalez. Just slows it. Loda's there, and it's 1-0. Danny Loda, his 11th goal of the season before Christmas. Lovely, lovely stuff. He is on form this season, the 31-year-old. Fernandes laid it out here to Gonzalez. Look at Loda's run into the middle. Gonzalez fired it in low, picked him out, left-footed volley. It's a lovely finish, and it's 1-0 to Zagreb. So we'll just drop this down to positive. First shot on goal in the whole game. It was the only one on target, and it's a goal. But at least they haven't conceded 2 from 2 shots, eh? So that's one positive for Celtic, I guess. Yeah, Angelo. Yeah, if we just look at Angelo, he's a pretty decent player. You know, I'm not too afraid if we want to cash in on him, but he's just coming into the team a little bit now, and he's doing pretty well. He's playing well. He's keeping Guillén out of the team, and Torres. Yellow card Torres. Yeah. Thompson, with a free kick just past the post, but yeah, Torres is still a bit of a liability. Might have to cash in on him at some point. Although saying that, Angelo is already on a yellow card as Fernandes comes forward into DJ Como. DJ Como out to Gonzalez on the right hand side. Can he lay this back to Bermudez? He does. Ball in, looking for Loda, but it's headed away. That's gone long, and O'Dare tracks it very well. Back to Oyarzun, who's been a fantastic buy in goal. As I said, I was a bit concerned when we lost Gonzalez in goal, but DJ Como should get that, and he shoots just past the post. But Oyorzen's come in and done a fantastic job protecting our net in the league and pretty much in the Champions League as well. He's made some crucial saves against the big clubs, which is good, and hopefully he'll be pushing us towards the Europa League glory we want. As that's coming, Fernandes picks up the loose ball, and that is a wonderful, wonderful goal. Arriving late on the edge of the box, Ignacio Fernandes gets his 7th goal of the season. He dinked it over the top looking for Bermudez. Bermudez here just got to the byline, crossed it in, it was headed away, or it just hit the defender, and then Fernandes just rifles that home. Both defenders just so preoccupied with Di Giacomo that they weren't looking at Fernandes coming in on the edge of the box, and that is 2-0 away from home. And this is a fantastic result as Di Giacomo forces Douglas into another save. And we are playing pretty damn well at the moment. Thompson, ball in, it's headed away. Adley's there. It's picked up by Bermudez. Leonardo's loads of space on the right-hand side, but nothing comes from that. And a good 2-0 win, I think this is going to be. I mean, we haven't even finished the first half, and I said I think it's going to be a good 2-0 win. Can you tell that I'm a little bit hungover? Probably. Leonardo into Angelo. Back to Leonardo. Bermudez. Just slowed the tempo down a little bit. Into Di Giacomo. His shot's blocked, and Adley's there. Oh, and that's given away. Loda with a fierce shot. Goes past the post. Yeah, I'm quite excited about going into the Europa League. I was looking around the other groups recently as Rude's having a little bark at someone. This year, it does look like the big teams are actually going through in all their group stages. I think PSG was the one that was dropping down the most. But as we tick down towards half time, it looks like we're going to go into the half 2-0 up, which is very, very nice. And it is half time. So at half time, just going to tell the boys, yeah, we're playing well. Very pleased with that performance. Really not much else to say other than that. We're going to stick with how we're playing. Get out there for the second half. They haven't made any subs either, I don't think. So, yeah, 13 shots to their 3, 6 on target. They haven't had any on target yet. We have been giving away a few fouls. May just take off get stuck in, which we have put on recently. No, we haven't. I've taken it off, so we don't even have to worry about that. Bermudez turns on infield into Angelo. Good ball out to Tosic at the left back position. Ball in. There's Gonzalez. It goes past the post, and Celtic really have nothing to do at the moment. They really aren't pressuring us into any sort of problems. Tosic, ball over the top, covered by Edie. Douglas is there. Tosic into Fernandes. Out to O'Dare. Angelo, Bermudez. Bermudez to Gonzalez. Back to Bermudez into Leonardo. Out to O'Dare. Out to Tosic. Tosic into Loda. We're keeping the ball well here. Shot from range. He's hit the bar. What an effort. Kick. Thompson hits it. In it goes Leonardo. Oh, Douglas with a good punch. O'Dare picks it up. He's been booked, but he's into their box. Fernandes. O'Dare again. It's cleared away by Adley. And Sharp beat Tosic to the ball, but nothing comes of that one. Yeah, I mean, we are battering Celtic here in Celtic Park. It's quite embarrassing. But Bayern are beating Chelsea, so it's that loss to Chelsea is what's costing us at the moment. Although, even if we're drawn with them, then they still would be going through on goal difference. Although, would they? Did they? Yeah, they beat us 2-1, so they would still have a better goal difference than us. But yeah, we could rifle in a few more goals here against Celtic, so you never know. But let's get Grana on for a run. And we'll put him to his deep line forward on support, which then means we can move you to an inside forward on attack. So we have 2 attacking wingers cutting in field as the striker drops a little bit deeper. Again, tactics with Dave. We will go through another tactics video. It seems to get a good response. The last one I did a while ago. So it's always interesting to know. I normally go through in detail a bit more of the tactics side of it when I'm starting up a save. I think I've already got my save ideas for Football Manager 2020 as well. As there's a shot, Douglas makes the save, and I'm very excited about it. It's something, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but it's something quite close to home for me. And when I say home, I don't mean here, I mean the UK. So it'll be quite interesting. Danny Loader's got a slight knock. Don't really want to risk him because he's been in such good form. So we will bring Ratinho on for Loader on that left-hand side. Thompson, it's a free kick past the post. Again, still 2-0. What's this, 15 minutes to go as Wonder Kid comes on to replace experienced winger. Ratinho on for Danny Loader, which is nice. I am going to do another sub as well. We're going to bring on Guillén for Angelo in the middle, just because I don't really want him to get sent off. So he's been playing one as well. So one Wonder Kid off and a centre midfielder on. Ratinho, ball in. Oh dear, just heading it past the post. And it's been pretty easy, if in all honesty. This has been pretty damn easy. Now the hope is that we go all the way in the Europa League and we get our first major European Cup final, which would be epic. Douglas goes long, and it's one in the air by Leonardo. Grana runs at the defence, tried to lay it in, but it's cleared away. Flatini brings it down into Adli. He goes for a 1-2, but Leonardo covers it well. And it's just dallying on the ball, back to Oyarzun. He goes long, Guest wins the header, Tosic picks it up. Tosic comes forward into Ratinho. Ratinho runs at the defence. Good ball through to Thompson, who sticks that in. That's a lovely goal. His first goal of the season, believe it or not. He's been a bit shy on the old goal front this season. But 3-0 Zagreb. A really good goal, that one. Tosic. Ratinho here, just like explosive power running at the defence. Laid it into Thompson, who was running up from midfield. Left-footed shot first time. Caught Douglas unaware. And that is 3-0. I was going to say 1-2-3-0. It's 3-0 NK Zagreb. Celtic are withering away without a fight. They're going to end on 0 points, which is quite embarrassing, as are Besiktas in another group. As Bermudez brings that bunk down. Thompson back out to Ratinho. Ratinho to Guillen. Guillen back to Ratinho. Out it goes to Thompson, who's put himself in a good position. He gets the ball back after a couple of ricochets. Tosic, Fernandez. Fernandez into Oder. Oder back to Tosic. Into Oder again. Guillen back to Oder. Are we just seeing the game out here? We might well be. Oder has got some passing options on and does go all the way back to Oyarzun. Oh my word, it's been charged down by Scott Guest, and Celtic have a goal back, and Guest is showing the positive side of life by picking the ball out of the net and running it back to the halfway line. Oyarzun here, his clearance just hits Guest square in the face. It goes back into the net, and that's the sort of thing that you can just literally laugh at. You don't need to worry too much about a team scoring like that when you're 3-0 up. It's totally fine. As Bogle back to Douglas, up to Adli, into Guest, who was the fortunate goal scorer there, into Flatini. Adli goes long, and Bermudez wins the header. It will fall to Lepčepović. Sharp, back to Lepčepović again. Porteous, Lepčepović, and that's a good interception by Bermudez. Up to Guarana, and here we are launching men forward into Ratinho. He's through 1-on-1, good save from Douglas, and that will probably be the end of the game. May just have enough time for this corner, as Celtic have left 3 men up and we have 1 back, because I forgot to change that. But there we go, a comfortable win. 3-1 winners at Celtic Park. Pretty damn easy. We will just passionately tell them we're very pleased with that performance. We don't need to go into anything else for details wide. And yeah, we're doing pretty well. So pre-match press conferences are about to begin. We get 2.42 million. Thompson is on form, and oh, that's annoying. We had a bid accepted for this guy, Palumbu, and he doesn't want to move to us because we can't match his wages, which is a bit annoying. And we get another $500,000 for the unallocated prize money, which is very nice. So it pushes up to 73 million overall balance, 20 million. Now I'm hoping that because we've got so much money in the bank, that come the beginning of next season, the board actually give us like a huge transfer budget, which would be absolutely brilliant. So if we just carry this on one more day. I don't think we're going to get the Europa League draw in this video, because I think it's done quite a bit later on. But yeah, I always just say I keep my thoughts to myself, and then I'll talk to him later on if he gets an offer about coaching staff. But yeah, it's going all right. Cagey with the media. I'm not cagey with the media. I just don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, boys. That's all it is. So if we have a quick look then at the competitions, so Luco, Ross Jacobs and Luco find themselves struggling at the bottom of the table, and you're still not in danger of losing your job, which is good. As I say, hopefully you'll be a bit of a yo-yo club, and then you can cement yourself. We are top, 17 plays, 16 wins, 1 draw, with a goal difference of plus 35, and we're not even at Christmas, which is fine. Knocked out in the group stages, but we're going to go into the Europa League, which is very, very nice. I'm just wondering if we go and look at the Europa League, or the Euro Cup as it's called here. Yeah, they've still got games to play. But when is the... Oh, I was hoping that we'd be able to see when the draw is, but obviously we can't at the moment. So we'll just go forward another day just to see if it does pop up, because it's only a 1-game episode. We can progress forward a little bit more. They want 143 million for Dadou Etienne. No. Funnily enough, I don't have 143 million. The players that we are bringing in, though, so we're bringing in Julian Bacoli, another centre-back from Brazil. A wonder kid, again, because Ken Wynn and his team can't stop finding wonder kids. So, good tackling, good marking, decent heading. 6 foot, he's got okay pace, jumping reach is good, strength is good, decisions is good, positioning is good. Composure, bravery is a little bit low. The bravery, you want to have a brave centre-back. But I thought, yeah, for 2.8 million, it's well worth bringing him in on that deal. And then we're also bringing in Mateus Garcia with a bit more competition for the central midfield spots. He can play, as you can see, 3 very key roles in our teams that we use. He can play them all naturally. Great passing, good technique, good vision, good off the ball, good decisions, good composure, decent concentration, good first touch, long shots and dribbling isn't too bad. Yeah, I just think he's going to be very, very good. Also, moves into the channels, tries killer balls often, gets into the opposition area. So I think he's going to be a good player to have. And we're getting him in for 9.75 million. That's probably going to be the only 2 deals we do in the January transfer window, although I won't rule anything out because you never can. But yeah, let me know what you think about these guys. 2 more Brazilians, 2 more South American guys coming in. But, you know, generally, if they don't work out, you sell them on for a profit anyway because they've got very high potential because they're listed as wonder kids. So, yeah, we'll have to see if anything else happens. But, yeah, we'll keep it going just a little bit more to see if we get the Europa League draw. Because the Europa League games should now have been played. There it is. So, Zagreb first knockout round on the 10th of the 2nd. The draw will be done on the 13th. Okay, we can stay. We can hang around for the draw because it's there on Monday. So we can go through that as Monaco show interest in Torres. Again, I wouldn't be too upset if we sold him. If we got a good deal, because now we've got a lot of other people in, I would take 10 million. I'll consider selling him, but only for the right price, which is £10 million, Mr. Monaco. If that's what you want to pay, you can give it to me cash up front, £10 million, bish bash bosh. Thank you very much. Now, the thing we've got with this transfer window is keeping our players, because we've got a number of players that are wanted by other teams, so it's going to be tough to hold on to them. There are a couple in there that I wouldn't be too upset if we sold, as long as we get good money for them. We'll have to see. And I'd like to get enough cash to go and buy Vicario back permanently. I know he's got a broken ankle at the moment, but he was crucial to how we started this season so well. 6 appearances, I can just see at the bottom of the screen, 6 appearances, 4 assists and 2 goals. He was very, very good. But I think because he started quite well with us, Valencia now want to keep him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But we're just going to keep this going until we get to the draw. And hopefully... He's quite good. Why have I... Oh, he's on loan from PSG. That's why, because he doesn't want to move to us. That's why he's going off my shortlist. Yeah, so we've got those 2 players coming in. Hopefully there won't be too many outs. We've got a good squad. Just got to see who we draw in the Europa League. And I really hope we don't get... I think the toughest team is PSG that will be in it. And I really hope we don't get PSG. In fact, I don't want any big teams. I want it to be easy. I want an easy run to the final. And then I want an easy final that we'll win. That's what I want. I just want to go and win a European trophy. And then we can tick it off, can't we? We can tick it off. In the Maribor save, we did win the Europa League before winning the Champions League. And it did sort of tick us along quite nicely. But let's see who we get as we come up to Europa League draw day. I was Portland making off for Rallis. Now, Rallis... I could definitely sell him. He's not really interested, so I'm happy to do it. But here we go. Europa League. First knockout round draw. Biggest teams. Bilbao, Bayer Leverkusen, Monaco, Dortmund. Oh, PSG didn't go into it. I mean, look at that. I'll take them. I'll take Craiova. They'll be a bit of a walkover. Rapid Vienna, we can beat them. PSV, Lille, we could probably beat them. Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, Feyenoord, Copenhagen... Even like Everton, Dynamo got through. That's cool. Crystal Palace, although they're actually quite good now, I think. So there's loads of teams in here that I want. There's more teams than I want than teams I want to avoid. So Inter are out the hat first. They get Shakhtar. I'm going to do automatic because there's still a button delay when you press draw next team. Copenhagen, we'll have them. Augsburg, I would have had both of those teams. Lille, yeah, I'll have Lille. Borussia Dortmund, that's going to be a walkover for Dortmund. Rapid Vienna, I'll take Rapid Vienna. Everton, PSV, I'll take PSV. Oh, Monaco, Dynamo. I don't think we can play Dynamo, can we? Roma. Can we still play? Can you play your own countries? Yes, here we go. This is us. Lazio, you bastards, Lazio. That's an easy draw. Crystal Palace, Torino. Oh, look, 3 Italian clubs all coming out in a row. CSK Moscow, Bilbao, Bayer Leverkusen, Sevilla. Interesting. Oh, Red Bull Leipzig. Real Sociedad, Galatasaray. I've just noticed something that's going to really annoy me if this is the case in future draws. Fenerbahce, Zagreb. There we go. I'll take Fenerbahce. I will take that indeed. That is fine with me. And then Young Boys get Red Bull Salzburg. Feyenoord get Benfica. And Napoli will be playing FC Porto. Yes, so we get Fenerbahce. I'm happy with that. I think that's a walk in the park for us. I think that's going to be very, very easy. According that we've beaten Besiktas convincingly and they've won the league in the last 3 seasons, then I'm very happy with that. Fenerbahce will be next. Now, what I was going to comment on is look at these away teams. So it goes Ukraine, Germany, Germany, England, France, Italy, 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 Spain, 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 Belgium, Croatia. So look at how they're all drawn together. I really hope that doesn't happen in future draws. It's sort of similar over here, but I'm trying to see if there's matching. As home teams go, it is Germany, Germany, Turkey, Turkey. There's no repeat nations. Oh, Netherlands, Netherlands. Okay, so it's not always the case. But yeah, Dynamo got Roma. That's a tough draw. That is a tough draw. Did they go through top of their group? No, second behind Torino. Okay. Alright, it should help out our coefficient though. Well, we get Fenerbahce, which is good. And that's what we'll be back for. We'll probably do it as a double header. We'll just miss the game against Istra in the middle. I'll do that off camera and play both of those in one episode. But a good friendly draw for once, I feel, which is good, which is very good. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to link to me in Discord, Twitter, all of that stuff is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. We'll be back for Fenerbahce. Cheers.